Somewhere in the middle of the Caribbean Sea, on a piece of land that most people will never be allowed to set foot on, something happened that the most famous YouTuber on the planet did not want you to see. No cameras, no crew, no thumbnail. For a man who has built an empire by filming almost every single moment of his life, who has said in interviews that he works nearly every day of the month with a camera pointed at him, there was one event he decided the entire world would not be invited to watch. And for days, nobody knew it was even happening. Fans noticed something was off. Uploads slowed down. Then a strange, almost throwaway post appeared online, a joke about being a little occupied and maybe getting married, and just as quickly, the account went quiet again. No confirmation. No denial. Just silence from one of the loudest platforms in the world. Then, exactly 1 week later, the silence broke. A photo appeared. A caption followed. And within minutes, the internet realized that the biggest creator alive had just done something he has never done before in front of his audience. He had kept a secret all the way to the end. What happened on that island, who was there, what he wore, what she wore, why he chose this particular location owned by one of the richest men in the world, and why he waited so long to tell anyone. That is exactly what we are about to go through, piece by piece, using only what has been confirmed by verified entertainment outlets and first-hand accounts from people who were actually there. Before we go further, if you want more deep-dive stories like this one, breaking down the real story behind the headlines with facts pulled directly from verified reporting, hit subscribe and tap that bell icon so you do not miss what is coming next. The man at the center of this story is Jimmy Donaldson, known to almost 500 million subscribers as MrBeast. He is 28 years old, and he is arguably the most recognized independent creator in the history of the internet, with a main channel audience in the hundreds of millions and several additional channels, including MrBeast Gaming and Beast Reacts, that add tens of millions more on top of that. He is also the host and co-creator of the Amazon Prime video competition series Beast Games, and the founder of the snack company Feastables. His public identity has always been built around scale, enormous prizes, elaborate stunts, huge production budgets. But the woman he chose to marry, and the wedding he chose to have, stood in almost complete contrast to everything his channel represents. Her name is Thea Booysen. She is also 28, originally from South Africa, and she has built her own identity online long before she became known as MrBeast's partner. Under the name Thea Booysen, she has been creating gaming content since 2016, streaming card-based games, and building a following as an esports commentator. She is a co-owner of a South African esports organization called Nixu. Academically, she graduated from Stellenbosch University in 2022 with a bachelor's degree in law and an honors degree in psychology, and she later went on to complete a master's degree in human cognitive neuropsychology at the University of Edinburgh, finishing that degree in November of 2024. She has also published a novel. In other words, long before any wedding headline, she already had a career, a following, and an academic record entirely her own. Their story goes back to 2022. According to People magazine's account of the relationship, the two met in South Africa when Donaldson was visiting the country, brought together through a mutual friend who invited Booysen to a dinner during that trip. Booysen has said she was struck by how grounded he seemed, how little ego he carried despite being one of the most famous people on Earth. After Donaldson returned to the United States, he reached out to her directly online, and the two began a long-distance relationship that slowly turned into something serious. They made their first public appearance together at the Kids' Choice Awards in the spring of 2022, and from there, their relationship continued largely out of the public spotlight, occasionally surfacing through social media posts, but never turned into the kind of content Donaldson is famous for. The proposal itself is where the story starts to reveal just how private this man wanted this particular chapter of his life to be. It happened on Christmas Day in 2024, not on a stage, not in front of a camera crew, but at home, with both of their families gathered together for the holiday. According to Booysen's own account given to People, her family had flown in from South Africa, and the two families were opening presents together when Donaldson asked her to close her eyes for what he framed as one final gift. He had intentionally created a distraction, dropping a large box to make noise before revealing the real surprise. A ring and a proposal delivered on one knee, surrounded by the people closest to both of them. Later that same day, in earlier interviews given around the time of the engagement, The couple said they wanted their eventual wedding to reflect that same spirit. Intimate, centered on family, and deliberately far from the scale of anything Donaldson does professionally. They also revealed, in interviews given in early 2025, that the wedding would likely be held on an island specifically to protect their privacy. And Booysen made clear at the time that this would not be a large or extravagant affair, but something nice and above all intimate. That promise held. In the months that followed, Booysen gave her followers small glimpses into the lead-up to the big day, including photos from her bachelorette celebration in Italy, where she wore a bride-to-be sash throughout the trip. Still, the actual wedding date remained a secret. On the day it happened, Donaldson posted on social media that there would be no upload, joking that he might be getting married and was, in his words, a little occupied. Fans speculated. Nothing was confirmed. And then, for the length of an entire week, there was nothing at all. The location chosen for the ceremony turned out to be Necker Island, a 74-acre private resort in the British Virgin Islands owned by Virgin Group founder Richard Branson. It is one of the most exclusive private islands in the world, known for its wildlife, including lemurs and flamingos that roam the grounds, and for hosting some of the most secluded celebrity gatherings on the planet. According to multiple entertainment outlets, the celebration began on July 14th and stretched across an entire week, with roughly 70 guests, described consistently as close friends and family, invited to stay on the island for the full run of festivities. Before the ceremony itself took place, guests spent their days doing things that had nothing to do with a traditional wedding schedule: snorkeling, kite surfing, and getting up close with the island's resident wildlife, feeding the lemurs and flamingos that call Necker Island home. When the ceremony finally happened, it was officiated not by a celebrity or a professional wedding officiant, but by a family friend who happened to be an ordained minister, a detail that fits the same theme running through every choice this couple made: familiarity over spectacle. The event itself was organized by celebrity event planner Marcy Blum, with live music for the reception supplied by a group called On the Move Entertainment. Booysen walked down the aisle in a custom gown designed by Nicole and Felicia Couture, with a bridal robe from designer Bank Cuckoo, her hair done by Mikey Liu, and her makeup handled by a team called Lola's Beauty Mark. Donaldson wore a classic tuxedo by Ralph Lauren, choosing traditional formal wear for what was otherwise a tropical, beachside ceremony. After the vows were exchanged, the couple made their entrance at the reception and shared their first dance to Die With a Smile, the duet by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. Dinner featured sushi, wagyu beef, and fresh seafood, and instead of a traditional wedding cake flavor, they chose carrot cake, reportedly Booysen's favorite. Later in the evening, Donaldson changed into a more relaxed outfit of a polo shirt and beige trousers for the cake cutting, while Booysen changed into a strapless mini dress with a feathered skirt, one of at least 3 outfits she wore across the celebration, according to outlets covering the event. As the night wound down, the live band gave way to something far more low-key. Guests moved to the island's main house and spent the rest of the evening playing board games and card games together, a detail multiple outlets have specifically pointed to as proof of just how normal, by design, this billionaire-adjacent wedding actually felt on the ground. For an entire week, none of this reached the public. Then, on July 21st, exactly 1 week after the ceremony, on what would have been their 1-week anniversary, Donaldson finally shared the news. He posted photos from the wedding on Instagram, writing that he had found MrBeast, and that it was the best day of his life. Booysen shared the same photos and updated her own Instagram name from Booysen to Donaldson. In the images, Donaldson appeared in a white blazer accented with a rose detail and black trousers, while Booysen wore an elegant sheer, embroidered white wedding gown, photographed against the same tropical beach backdrop where the ceremony had taken place. Speaking afterward, both of them described the wedding in strikingly modest terms considering who was involved. Donaldson said the marriage itself felt like a formality more than anything else, explaining that since the two of them began dating, they had always been building toward marriage anyway, and that the only real difference now is that the world officially knows they are married, while their day-to-day life together, their house, their pets, their routines, stays exactly the same. Booysen, for her part, described the week as one filled with an overwhelming sense of love, noting how meaningful it was to have their families and closest friends together in one place, something their demanding careers rarely allow. She also revealed that the couple intends to make this kind of week-long gathering an annual tradition going forward, turning what was originally a wedding celebration into a recurring family reunion of sorts. What makes this story land the way it does is the contrast at its core. Here is a man whose entire public identity is built on scale, on giving away extraordinary amounts of money, on elaborate competitions filmed for hundreds of millions of viewers, on being one of the most surveilled and self-documented humans alive. And when it came to the single most personal moment of his life, he chose the opposite of everything that made him famous. 70 guests instead of a global broadcast. Board games instead of a stage production. A family friend instead of a celebrity officiant. A private island instead of a public spectacle. And perhaps most tellingly of all, an entire week of silence, at a time when his platform is built on posting constantly, simply because he decided that this particular part of his life belonged to him and to her, and to no one else, until they were ready